I've been dancing since I was 2.5. I did ballet and all kinds of things. When I went to the Royal Academy of Dance to train to be a dance teacher, I met my mentor, who was a woman, an amazing woman called Belinda Quarry. And she taught us historical dance. And I was there for 3 years, in my second and third year. This eccentric woman arrived and she taught us all about the history of social dancing, which is what historical dance is. And something about it really gelled with me. It resonated with me. I thought, yeah, this is dancing that everybody can do. Not just an elite group, but everybody, the normal people, because it's social dancing. So I started becoming really interested in it, and then I became her demonstrator, and then I went to all kinds of places abroad and danced with her, and that's it really. And then I just took over from her. I taught some classes that she had taught and developed on my own, and here I am.
So here is like minimum is one music, and 4 components take part in the blending process. The first component is, of course, the spirit of different regions.
Dancing for me personifies, for me it's about moving to music actually, because for me it's really important to know about the music that I'm going to be dancing to. The two things are like this: music, dance, together. So when I listen to a piece of music, it can tell me what I need to do when I'm dancing. It's an expression, Everybody in the world, I believe, has a dance inside them. I have many, many students, I have taught thousands of students who will say to me, "Oh, Diana, I can't do it, I've got 2 left feet." No, I say, you can do a dance because everybody has a dance inside them.
Are you proud of your handiwork?
I don't know what you mean.
Never mind, Miss Wilkins.
With any kind of choreographical input into an historical film, one always has to take into account what a director wants. Now, some directors will want something that's really pure and accurate, and some directors will want something that is a little bit pure, but that it has some element that actually creates what he's trying to achieve in the film. So as a choreographer, one has to be able to relax the pure feelings that I have about social dance to deliver what the director wants, really. My first criterion would be pleasing the director, because if the director isn't pleased with what he sees on the set, he isn't going to want to shoot it. It's as simple as that. So, as a choreographer, I have to make sure, if I can, that the director comes to a rehearsal to see what I'm actually producing. Then, if he doesn't like it, I've got a little bit of time to adjust. All right, so that's a really top priority for me. Get the director in, get him in to see what I'm actually doing. So it's really a directorial thing, because, as I say, after all, he's the most important person. If he doesn't like what you're doing, it doesn't make any difference.
He said he learnt to foxtrot at the military hospital.
How does the song go? I dance with the man, who dance with the girl, who dance with the Prince of Wales. Stop. You looked every inch a Duchess.
The worst thing for an actor is usually to have to dance and speak at the same time. And in a lot of those scenes, those films that I've worked on, there have been occasions where an actor has to have a dialogue with another actor while they're doing a dance. So my main criterion is to make sure that they feel comfortable. So we will keep it simple. We will keep it so that they can be shot in the most sympathetic way, so that they don't feel anxious, because if an actor is anxious, he or she is not going to be able to deliver what the director wants. So it's all about sometimes having to change what one has already set in a choreography to enable the actor, to feel comfortable. I've worked with a lot of very wonderful actors. I particularly enjoyed working with Kate Blanchett. When I first met Kate, she was quite new. She'd only done a couple of films, Paradise Road, I think, and I can't remember another one. She was always so willing to try anything out. It was for Elizabeth. I was assisting the choreographer there, and I actually danced in the film. So I had a lot to do with her. So she was terrific. I mean, there are lots of other people. Russell Crowe was great fun. He wasn't, he was very acquiescent to me. Who else? Jude Law. They were all, nobody has ever been difficult. So I can't really be more specific than that. I've enjoyed working with all of them.
Over my shoulder. Young man, German uniform, ceremonial sword.
Idea came because Natalia and I had met while she was a student at Lambda in the autumn of 2016, and that was tremendous. I called her Georgia in my class and all that kind of thing. We had a really good relationship. And she tells me it was New Year's Eve that I said, well, why haven't you invited me to Georgia? I would like to come and teach some workshops. And here I am. It's quite simple. She arranged all of it with help, with sponsorship, whatever, for which I'm eternally grateful. And here I am. I'm teaching two different groups of students, opera students and the drama students. So in opera students, they will sing works by Puccini, by Tchaikovsky, Stravinsky, probably all kinds of people. So what I want to do for them is to give them some insight into the kind of dancing socially that they might encounter in those operas. And it's really the same for the acting students. The acting students here, they learn Shakespeare, of course, they learn Chekhov, they maybe do restoration, a whole plethora of dramatic works. And so what I'm trying to do is enlarge their knowledge about another aspect of their training. So although they might not do historical social dancing regularly, they will do Shakespeare. And so, if I can teach them some dances that were familiar maybe and interesting during Shakespeare's time, it can be a little bit of a marriage. It's always a marriage between two things or three things.